We bring you the latest updates from the Pna Newsroom. COVID-19 cases may reach up to over 19,000 infections per day until the end of August. This as the Department of Health reported a 33% increase in the number of COVID-19 cases from July 18 to 24. The latest case bulletin showed that there were 14,640 new cases and one verified death in the recent week. However, the DOH says the projection may be lower and more controlled if COVID-19 vaccination and booster coverage improve and if more people will adhere to the public health protocols. Despite the rising cases of COVID-19, the department agreed with President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. on a no-lockdown policy. DOH officer in charge and Undersecretary Maria Rosario Vergere said the department would commit to close coordination and deployment of necessary resources to keep the country's healthcare systems ready to respond to COVID and non-COVID cases. Former Senate President Juan Ponce Enrile took his oath today as President Bongbong Marcos' chief legal counsel. The Office of the Press Secretary confirmed that the President administered the 98-year-old Enrile's oath. In a Facebook post, Marcos expressed his trust in the expertise of Enrile as a public servant. In a separate statement, Enrile vowed to devote his time and knowledge to the country and to the President. Enrile has served in government for more than 50 years. He was acting Finance Secretary from 1966 to 1968. Justice Secretary from 1968 to 1970, and Minister of National Defense from 1972 to 1986. Enrile spent 4 terms in the Senate and became the 21st Senate President during the 15th Congress from 2008 to 2013. He also served 1 term in the House of Representatives as representative of Cagayan's 1st District. Enrile backed Marcos and Vice President Sara Duterte in the May elections. The Philippine National Police has expressed support for the pronouncement of President Bongbong Marcos to make Reserve Officer Training Course or ROTC and National Service Training Program or NSTP mandatory in senior high school. PNP Director for Operations Valeriano De Leon said ROTC and the NSTP will help students develop skills and mobilize for disaster preparedness and national defense. He said disaster preparedness is important, especially since the country is frequently hit by typhoons and other natural disasters. De Leon said ROTC and the NSTP will help develop leadership, discipline, and love for country among students. Mandatory ROTC and NSTP were among the priority measures lined up by President Marcos in his State of the Nation address. In other news, President Bongbong Marcos extended his congratulations to pole vaulter EJ Obiena and weightlifter Vanessa Sarno for their triumphs in their respective sporting events. Obiena made history on Monday after capturing a bronze medal and breaking his personal record in the World Athletics Championships in Eugene, Oregon. Meanwhile, Sarno bagged 3 gold medals in the women's junior 71-kilogram category in the Asian Youth and Junior Weightlifting Championship in Tashkent, Uzbekistan last week. Aside from congratulating Obiena and Sarno, Marcos also vowed to continue support for the country's struggling athletes. Last week, Marcos congratulated the Philippine women's national football team, Filipinas, after bagging the country's first AFF Women's Football Championship on July 17. He also met the Filipino football team in a courtesy call in Malacanang Palace. And that's the latest and the biggest stories throughout the day from the Pna Newsroom. I'm Marita Muaje. Stay safe and have a good day.